Everyone who has played a game that has ranked PvP elements in it in recent years will start to feel after a while that the experience is bad and it doesn't feel good to play anymore. Ranked PvP is bad, but not for the reasons you might think. Back in the day, video games didn't have an online, so to play against other players, you had to find people and play with them in person, usually like game centers or local net cafes, which created a fun and competitive environment to come back to. When you fought someone, you tried to beat a specific person, you would learn his playstyle and try to overcome him, and by doing that, improving the game. But these days, if you want to play with others, it's easier, and the more common way to play is online, from home. But the environment is completely different. Instead of trying to learn and improve to win, it's better to exploit your opponent with cheap tricks and busted characters, just because you will probably won't see them ever again, so they won't be able to adapt fast enough. Then you can just move on to the next opponent and do it all over again. The wins feel more hollow too. Instead of trying to defeat a friend or a rival that beat you a bunch of times, you fight to gain fake points or a rank that doesn't mean anything. Your rank in these games depend on your overall win and loss streaks and doesn't really tell you how good you are in the game. And if you really want to prove yourself, you join a tournament or an online community, which is again usually outside the game. People that participate in tournaments don't play rank to improve, they will join the groups to playtest and learn by themselves. So what's the point of ranked PvP? It's to capture players and to boost the game's traffic. Game companies will use FOMO and give exclusive rewards for playing ranked, and then make gaining a rank very slow and try to force people to stay and play for as long as possible and as often. Something needs to change, because playing with small community outside the game can still be achieved, but the pool of players is much smaller, and some players don't even know where to find them or that they even exist. I really want games to try and encourage player growth inside the game, to make them stay playing instead of just adding cheap PvP, and encourage players to stay for fake rewards. For example, have the game rank your performance with a score and suggest paths to improvement, and offer rewards for doing that. PvP games aren't only about winning and losing, but it sure feels like that.